all be honest here. Beauty standards are already high in 2025. And then AI walked in and said, yeah, let's set the bar even higher. And girl, you know I'm not talking about those Riz bots. I'm talking about this. And this. And this? Because now you're competing with faces that don't age, will never get wrinkles, don't need sleep, and they don't even exist. Brands are booking AI models for campaigns. Heck, people are even selling AI girlfriends. Are you even allowed to do that? I feel like a few years ago, it was like none of this was even technologically possible. But fast forward to now, and Guess just ran an ad in Vogue using an AI-generated model. The team behind her told the BBC that they made multiple draft models, the brand picked 2, and then they polished 1 into the perfect look. Some models and advocates called it lazy because we're finally getting the look of inclusivity, and now we're going so far back to look for an image of a woman that is actually perfect. Plus, Guess already has always used the most beautiful models in the entire world for their ad campaigns. And now you're telling me that not even they're good enough anymore? The founders even mentioned that they always post what gets clicks, and images that look somewhat diverse just simply don't get enough engagement. That's a nice, tidy summary of how algorithmic beauty works. Show the face that gets the most views, call it what the people want, then repeat. Now beauty filters are even using machine learning to tighten up your nose in real time. So where in the world does this leave us real women? Well, it teaches your brain that your face is somehow wrong. So you know you better buckle up, besties, because we're going to break down exactly how AI infiltrated the beauty community, how it actually ruins our lives, and how to stay sane in a world that seems to be constantly preferring artificial women. I'm a real girl. I'm a real boy. Now, zoom out of one ad to social media as a whole. How do these faces get made? Well, an AI image system learns from millions of pictures that already exist online. The pictures that float to the top like magazine covers, ad shoots, viral selfies from your favorite influencers, these all share similar patterns.
It's not only Vogue, every fashion magazine is using AI models. About 7 years ago, I actually did an interview in the Boston Globe because I was a talent agent about how AI would take over the modeling industry. And this is why I personally think it's bad. AI models seem to have more diversity when you first look at them, but when you really start to look into AI models, everybody starts to have this hodgepodge effect, like Instagram face on steroids.
Absolutely, bro. They don't look like real people because they're not, right? Like, that's the thing, guys. They're not even real. Okay, this is a great comment. If they won't show their clothes on a real person, how am I supposed to know if the actual real end product looks anything like the AI generated thing? Like buying clothes from an AliExpress listing with clearly stolen images. How is that going to sell anything any better? Isn't the whole point to sell your clothes? But if they're on somebody that doesn't have a real body, how are we supposed to get into that? Beauty standards are already crazy impossible. If we use AI for models, we are absolutely cooked. Bro, AI is not just coming for your job. They're coming for Bella Hadid's job too, you guys. Like, nobody is safe out here. It is insane looking at these images. The day modeling died. Oh my God. That is actually crazy that that was published. And they're not real women. It's giving Shein. Oh my God, don't say it. I want everyone to hate Vogue for doing this. It is even more toxic than the 2000s. We should almost get into that for a separate video. Let me know in the comments below if you would like me to talk about how maybe the 2020s beauty standards are even more toxic and disturbed than the early 2000s. Let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see. It's downrating the status of Vogue so much, like it's Temu now. Only Temu and Shein use ads like that, guys. Like, this is crazy.
Mango just put out a fully AI generated campaign. They put out a press release so you can check for yourself if you don't believe me. At first glance, I cannot tell it's AI generated, but there is something a little bit too glossy, but still, these are scary. I am terrified for young women. As a former model myself, the fact that this model is not a real person, has never been a real person. Beauty standards young women are about to be held to are not even of real people who have ever existed. I also find it really sus that the first AI generated campaigns seem to always be like an ethnically ambiguous, super skinny model. Little Michaela, this one.
All of these images are lit the same way. They're edited the same way. They center all of the same big features. Big eyes, small nose, full lips, high cheekbones, and a certain body fat range. Feed enough into that AI model and it gets very good at remixing those patterns. So when a brand asks for beautiful, the machine doesn't invent a new form of beautiful. It just just pulls the averages of what got the most love before. That's why these weird AI faces start to kind of blur into one another. The machine is literally averaging the internet's past attention. And because the systems are also optimized for engagement, they also always copy what performs.
This AI model is for hire, but she's not real. And so is this guy, and they are AI models. A developer from the Netherlands, that's him, his name is Danny Postma. He created an AI modeling agency called Deep Agency. On Twitter, Danny Postma described Deep Agency as a photo studio, but it doesn't have a camera, doesn't have actual people, and it doesn't have a physical location. So how does it work? Deep Agency uses the latest text-to-image AI model. This means users have to enter a text prompt to describe what they want the model to do, and then Deep Agency's AI will generate it for you, like this sample right here, and this other sample right here. Danny Postma also says that Deep Agency lets users create virtual models that look just like you. All you have to do is upload 20 selfies and let their AI do its magic. And this is an example of a photo shoot.
Here goes all of the remaining jobs of already struggling models. I don't get it. Why are we doing this? Like, this will never compete with real beauty, real unique beauty. It doesn't even have to be plastic surgery beauty standard beauty. I'm talking about like cool looking people, the Kate Moss type, people that actually thrive because they have such a unique look to them. You can't build that with AI, bro. That whole model industry is going to shrink to nothing. You can make more beautiful AI models and they are cheap, available, and never sick. And not to mention they don't talk, they have nothing to say, they can't object. I don't like that. I don't like that. Where does consent come into all of this? Is it a person or is it just a computer? Now I'm getting weirded out. If thin, baby-faced looking blonde girls get more watch time, then the AI model is going to lean into that. When a generator upsamples a face, it begins to remove texture because that texture looks like noise. So you end up with those porcelain smooth models in this very high definition photo, but they look completely fake. And when it fixes asymmetry, it erases the tiny quirks that make a real person actually recognizable. And let's be very clear here, the machine is obviously not the villain. It's literally just a mirror held up to show you whatever is popular at the time. And obviously whatever it is that people want to interact with. But people are biased and the AI will end up reflecting that the most. Now, this doesn't just stop at big companies or ad campaigns either. AI is crawling into the creator economy on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. There are whole Instagram and subscription pages ran by synthetic women. A team trains how she looks, names her, gives her hobbies, and posts daily content in 4K quality. Bro, I do not need to compete with a computer. If these AI bots start making YouTube videos, I'm cooked. I will never be able to outsmart them. Oh my God. Me realizing my career is literally over. How do I tell my parents I AI generated an OnlyFans model and now I make their yearly wage every month? I think I just disassociated. That was really weird. That was really weird. I was thinking to do the same, but I wasn't sure if people would buy it. It appears our society is even more insane than I thought. Insane enough where somebody literally gets into a relationship with Sora, an AI, and then tells his girlfriend that he lives with, that he's in love with an AI, and asks her to marry him while he has children with a real woman? It is getting that bad, you guys. This entire comment section is just filled with people asking how they can do it because it's making money, even though it is kind of disturbing.
This influencer used AI to clone herself and made $70,000 in a week. It's called Karen AI, basically a girlfriend chatbot where you can pay $1 per minute to chat to her. Karen AI has had more than 1,000 boyfriends, and she estimates she could bring in $5 million per month using this chatbot. Now that's how you monetize chatbots. Follow for more interesting ways people using AI.
What is happening, you guys? I'm getting scared. Like, I'm getting scared for my future. Now, this AI never ages, never asks for a rate increase, never gets sick. For a brand, that is the perfect model. For real models and creators, it's absolutely insulting. These AI models are literally built off of the appearance and personalities of pre-existing celebrities and influencers. And it's just kind of messed up to think that these AI models can just pull from public photos, mash them all together, and then build a brand backed off of other people's faces. And then here's the bigger problem. An AI girlfriend can be up answering messages all night long. She can reply to DMs at 3 a.m. in 10 different languages. She can collab with 5 brands in 1 hour. No wonder these people are making a fortune. You simply cannot outwork a machine that never sleeps. So what do real girls do? they try their hardest to keep up. They post more, they pose harder, they try to be as hot as possible. They over-edit because they know that the perfect face on the Explore page is not real, but followers can't tell the difference. It becomes a race that you literally cannot win, because now the competition isn't human anymore. That's why more and more celebrities and influencers are turning to different filters in order to help them. Because if you can't look like an actual AI in real life, why not use some sort of AI filter to be able to somewhat look like them, right? It can literally transform your face in a single click. If you guys haven't watched my entire filter deep dive video, I get really into all of the science behind it in this video here. Tried this filter and OMG. I'm sorry, what is happening? This filter makes you slim? Wait. Why does it look real? No, everything is cooked. I am totally cooked. I'm not raw. I am like so overdone at this point. This AI filter looks so real. Okay, no, but for real, we can clock it. Like, there's no way you can't clock it. There's no advancement to AI that would possibly ever make you think it looks real. You can't look at an AI campaign and be like, that's a real girl. No, it's not. You can't look at that filter and be like, that's exactly what she looks like. I can clock it from a mile away. It takes no time. I mean, maybe it's because of the fact that I do so much research and I spend so much time looking at this that I'm like, it's AI, but you know my mom and dad can't tell. They're like, look at this beautiful woman in the meta. That's not real, mom. That's AI. The tech underneath these filters is mapping your face in crazy detail. This is not no dog ears on Snapchat where like sometimes it would skip over here if you put your hand. No, like it is showing you a face in real time. Your phone tracks dozens and dozens of points across your features, estimates depth, and then pastes an edited version of you that stays locked when you turn your head. That's why these new filters feel so different. They change your entire bone structure but still keep all your little micro expressions, so it kind of still looks like you. Now, there are two simple things that your brain does here. First is adaptation. Your brain gets used to whatever it sees most. If you keep seeing a version of your edited face, your real face stops feeling more and more like it's actually yours, and the edited appearance feels like that's who you really are. If you keep seeing the edited face, your normal face starts feeling less and less like your real face.
This is incredibly terrifying to me. This right here is an AI filter of Taylor Swift, and the technology used here is only going to get exponentially smarter. So if you can tell, if you can have like a little glimmer where you're like, that doesn't look like a real person, okay, give it a year, give it 5 months. So we need to be informed, we need to be aware, and we need to figure out ways to protect our littles because they are growing up in this strange world.
No, that's a deep fake, bro. That's not a filter anymore. That is a deep fake, and in some countries, deep fakes are illegal. So I don't like this at all. We are already living in the Matrix. Inventing another Matrix inside to explain the other Matrix? What is happening? What is even real anymore? My mom and dad don't stand a chance. And then the second thing is mere exposure. We naturally warm up to whatever we see over and over again. So the more you see this beautiful, perfect, and polished face, the more that you prefer it. And then the social media feedback on top, more likes, more comments, more engagement, more, oh my God, girl, you look amazing with that on. And then your reward system gets all warped. And we can't even look at ourselves normally and think that we look pretty as we are. After a few weeks, you start feeling uncomfortable about posting an unfiltered story. After a few months, you start Googling how to get a straighter nose bridge, or how to get real fox eye lifts, or how to lift the outer corners of your eyes. The jump from fun filter to actual procedure starts to feel normal and even necessary. Not because you suddenly hate your face, but because the new average in your head has literally shifted without you noticing. This is the pipeline that nobody wants to admit. This filter and this AI shows you a new version of your face. You post it, strangers love it, it gets engagement, and then the new filtered appearance becomes your brand. Then the next step inevitably is you want that filtered look offline as well, so you start looking up clinics and how to get fillers and how to make your lips plumper. I think this is exactly the pipeline that Michaela Nogueira went down. Don't kill me and don't clock me for anything, because I'm just giving my opinion, and I truly think that this is what it was. She started off a lot more natural, still full glam, but she kept using these filters. Every time she was doing her makeup, she had a filter on. You're doing a complexion product and you have a filter on. And then it started getting to a point where the fillers were filling. She was overfilled, the looks were getting very odd, and I think she started to try to create this filtered appearance in real real life. And then she stopped looking so much like herself and started looking like this weird AI filtered Facetune version that she made of herself all over Instagram. Now, in my opinion, I don't even think she looks like the same person. Whether she looks better or not is completely subjective, but at the end of the day, she does not look like the same person. Then now these apps are starting to offer looks maxing. It's a tool to help analyze your selfie and then spit out some sort of to-do list. Soften the jawline, arch the brows 2 degrees, and yes, this is actually a real thing. Looks Max AI Report, a free web app. You can upload your photo, get your score, or there's even one in the, oh my God, or there's even one in the Apple Store. Looks Max AI. You're an 8. Masculine, are you kidding me? You're letting a computer judge you? That is insane. People judge you enough. And once you make one change, you start noticing everything around that change. You plump your lips, now your chin looks smaller. You lift your brows, now your eyelids look heavier. You narrow your nose, and now your cheeks look wider. It's not that you're addicted to procedures. It's that you keep getting more and more to make up for the procedures that you've already gotten until you can't even stop because we're so obsessed with a look that is absolutely unattainable for a human to achieve. So how in the world did these AI models enter the mainstream? Because it's like they're everywhere now. And why in the world does everybody want them so badly? Weren't there enough hot celebrity influencers all over beforehand? You could hire them at any point of the day. They would be available. That's what people are doing. People even do work for free trying to get their name out there. I mean, brands were already hiring them before, but what changed? I wish I could say that brands were going to stop, but here's the exact reason why they won't. AI is fast, cheap, and obedient. If a waistline looks too wide with a dress, all you have to do is prompt the AI to tell it to look smaller. No reshoot, no travel, no 12-hour day with a crew. The finance team sees that and alone they would say, do more of that. Who cares if these brands have literally $1 million lying around? The CEOs can actually pocket the extra cash instead of paying real models.
Puma have launched their own AI influencer. Lael has taken to Instagram to introduce herself. She's 21, she's Moroccan, she loves football. To be clear, Lael doesn't exist. But that hasn't stopped 12,000 people from following their lifestyle updates. As influencer marketing continues to grow, brands are looking for better ways to manage the process, to get more value from creators and to protect themselves against any potential issues. Virtual influencers are an interesting way to try and do that, but is the fact that they aren't real going to present an issue? At a time when authenticity is so important, AI influencers really going to resonate with people?
Absolutely not. I'll give my final thoughts at the end, but I'm going to keep it really real. There is no way that this is going to stick. I constantly feel like the world is changing in a very positive way. I feel like we're constantly waking up and seeing how some things are stupid, we're leaving a lot behind. And one of the greatest things that have come out of 2025 is authenticity. People opening up about their surgeries, whether you like it or not, people being real. Absolutely, it gets more people on your side to be real and transparent and to speak your mind and to be truthful rather than following some AI generated fake garbage. I think it is absolutely disturbed to pay an OnlyFans of a fake girl. Number one, it's messed up to buy an OnlyFans. You're disturbed. But if you're buying an OnlyFans of a computer generated image, you are chop. Also, all of this A/B testing is getting easier with AI faces. Swap 3 nose shapes on the same person, run ads to different audiences, and see which one gets the most clicks. Once you can optimize faces like you're editing your Instagram profile, it's so hard to go back. This is why the Guess and Vogue debacle is so absolutely insane. Control and cost are winning over real humans. Let's be honest about the sameness too. If a machine is trained already on what we like, it will just keep offering that. It's the global it girl blender effect. Different names, but same faces. And when brands say we post what performs, what they mean is we gave you one shape 1,000 times and you clicked it 1,000 times, so we think that's actually what you want. And then here's the thing that nobody wants to say. The AI face keeps winning because we keep feeding it. Every time we leave likes on the same look, the system just learns how to show us more of it. Don't just scroll past the real women and only leave comments on the images of people that aren't even real in the first place. And these are women that barely look human. Like, it's getting to a point of uncanny that I could not possibly imagine feeling like these AI women are beautiful. I don't care which way you spin it, because how can you say a fake picture is beautiful? It's just weird. It's twisted. Now, AI isn't this monster hiding under the bed, I promise, even though I'm scared. Where the hell is it? It's a tool doing exactly what it's trained to do. It's just a robot. We just need honesty. We need guardrails. And we need to remember that a camera shouldn't decide how we feel about ourselves. Again, I think that throughout this entire process and researching about this video, reading into this video and understanding everything, I think that this is a blip and people are doing it because they can. Like, people are creating AI images because we have access to it and we can. I believe that the entire idea of transparency and real women and real bodies and real faces will trump over all in the near future. It is just my weather forecast. If you enjoyed this video, you guys please throw a big fat thumbs up and also comment down below. Have you ever felt insecure because of an AI image? I mean, I personally never have, because I just think that there's no possible chance a person could even look like that. So like, what am I even talking about? Like, they're not even real like me. Some of the best parts about me are the real parts. Like, come on. If you guys enjoyed today's video, you could go ahead and click here to learn all about how face filters are ruining your life. Stop using filters. I swear it is totally ruining your perception of how you look. You're actually gorgeous, so don't worry about it. Or you guys can go ahead and click here to learn all about why everybody is starting to look the same now. Is it all influenced by AI, or am I losing my mind? You guys know I love you, and I only make these videos because I truly want the best for you. I hope you have an amazing day or night or whenever you're watching, and I'll see you very soon.